our district. Mala was excited and busy in helping her parents at home and rearranging her room when she came to know that her uncle and aunt were coming to her house for the first time from abroad. To find Mala's house, they should know Mala's country, state, district, city, place, street, and house number. Now let us know about our district. There are 32 districts in Tamil Nadu. They are Tiruvallur, Chennai, Kanchipuram, Vellore, Tiruvannamalai, Krishnagiri, Dharmapuri, Viluppuram, Kadalur, Salem, Erode, Nilgiris, Coimbatore, Tirupur, Karur, Namakkal, Perambalur, Ariyalur, Nagapattinam, Thiruvarur, Tanjavur, Tiruchirappalli, Pudukkottai, Dindukkal, Theni, Madurai, Sivagangai, Virudunagar, Ramanathapuram, Tirunelveli, Thoothukudi, Kanyakumari. You can take a calendar of the year. Record the weather every day. Here are symbols to record the weather: hot, windy, and cloudy. At the end of the year, find the months which are hot, windy, and cloudy. With the help of this weather record, we can learn about the seasonal changes. Each district is famous for what it produces. For example, Salem is famous for mangoes. Dindukkal is famous for lock. Tanjore is famous for paddy. Namakkal is famous for egg. Some of the tourist places in Tamil Nadu are Jinji Fort, Marina Beach, Kutralam Waterfalls, Nilgiri Botanical Garden, Nagur Dargah, Velankanni Church, Pamban Bridge, Kanyakumari Thiruvalluvar Statue, Thoothukudi Harbour, Kallanai Dam, Thanjai Periya Kovil, Brahadishwara Temple. A visit to Mahabalipuram. Kannagi and her classmates were excited when their teacher announced a visit to Mahabalipuram. She is studying in class 3 in a school in North Chennai. Her mother packed chapatis and variety rice for her to eat at Mahabalipuram. It was a cloudy day and a pleasant breeze was blowing. A Tamil Nadu Tourism and Development Corporation bus was arranged for the trip. A guide was also there in the bus. The bus started at 8 a.m. Children were very happy to occupy their seats in the bus. The guide introduced himself as Mr. Vasant and welcomed the children. He wished them a pleasant journey. The bus went along the East Coast Road from Chennai. The guide told them that they were travelling along the coast of the Bay of Bengal. Kannagi looked at the sea on her left. It was beautiful on that cloudy day. The guide showed them the picturesque backwaters of Muttukadu when they were crossing the bridge. Children were singing all the way and enjoying the journey. They reached Mahabalipuram at 9:30 a.m. Now the guide started describing the historical place. Mamallapuram was once a port city of the Pallavas. The rock-cut temples were built by Mahendravarman I. His son Mamallan or Narasimhavarman continued to build more rock-cut temples and structured shrines at Mahabalipuram. The shore temples and rock carvings were built during the reign of Narasimhavarman. Mahabalipuram was once a flourishing port town of the Pallava rulers. Now it is a famous tourist spot. It is around 57 kilometers south of Chennai. The guide took them to see the shore temple, the 5 rathas, the old and new lighthouses, Tirumurti caves, Varaha and Tiger caves, beach and the sculpture training center. The temple carved out of a single large rock makes Mahabalipuram special. There are also beautiful hillside stone reliefs, said the guide. They found some letters on the rock. What are these scripts? Asked Kannagi. They are some of the oldest known Devanagari and Tamil Grantham scripts, said the guide. Does it mean that there were people here before the Pallavas? Asked Tanu. Of course, said the guide. Every part of our land has an ancient history. Look at this panel. You can find a pious cat praying to fool the mice to come closer, said the guide. People in those days had a sense of humor too. Another relief inside a hall with pillars all carved out of a rock showed Krishna holding up a hillock to protect his fellow villagers from heavy thunderstorms, said the guide. The children saw a giant natural rock balanced on the slope of a hillside. It's quite amazing, said Kannagi's classmate Vetrivel in excitement. Then they went to see the Pancharathas, that is, the 5 chariots. These are 5 monolithic temples in the shape of chariots, each made in a different style and named after a character from the Mahabharata, said the guide. I have read the story of the Mahabharata in comics. How creative ancient people were, said Kannagi. Now it's time for lunch. Let us have lunch, said the teacher. The children sat down, forming a circle. They exchanged their food and had their lunch happily. The guide then took the children to the lighthouse and the sculpture museum. The children climbed the old lighthouse. It's breathtaking, Kannagi said as they had a view from the lighthouse. I do not mind being a caretaker of this lighthouse, said her friend Alicia, echoing her own feelings. The museum has many sculptures. Finally, they visited the shore temple. Many people had come to see this beautiful place. Foreigners, students, parents and children. The teacher and the children spent some time on the silvery sandy beaches. There were also shops selling beautiful conches and shells. Kannagi and her friends bought one each for their mothers. The teacher and the children thanked the guide, Mr. Vasant. They all returned home in the evening. Is there any tourist spot in your district? Arrange the trip, visit and enjoy. The 5 physiographical divisions of ancient Tamil Nadu. Animals, plants, birds and insects are co-travelers with us on this beautiful earth. Some animals live in water. Some animals live both on land and in water, and some live only on land. There are both terrestrial and water plants. A landscape is an area of land which is unique because of its weather, nature of the land and soil, plants, trees and creepers that grow in that particular habitat. Animals and birds live and adapt themselves to the environment. Tamil literature has classified our land into 5 landscapes. Each of these was named after a flower. The 5 landscapes are described as Kurinji, or the landscape of mountains, Mullai, or the landscape of forests, Marudam, or the landscape of the agricultural fields, Neidal, or the landscape of coastal regions, and Palai, or the landscape of dry lands. Kurinji, mountainous region. I am Solayamma from the Kolli Hills. Ours is a hilly area, so mornings and evenings here are cool and misty. I would love to tell you about the animals, birds, trees, fruits and flowers in our landscape. In our hills, we have lakes, waterfalls and streams. There are many old trees like red sanders, Vengai, flame of the forest, Purasai, teak, bamboo, sandalwood and Indian rosewood, Sisu. Hill bananas, which taste good, are still grown in the Sirumalai hills in Dindigul. The name of the region Kurinji is also the name of the famous Kurinji flower which blooms in the Nilgiri hills of Tamil Nadu. These hills are also famous for the nimble Nilgiri Thar, mountain goat. The shrub whose brilliant blue and white flowers blossom for only a few days once every 12 years blankets the slopes in radiant color. The tribals are ancient inhabitants of this land and have gathered leaves, roots, fruits and honey in the forests. Flowers like Kandal, glory lily, the rose and the lotus thrive in the cool air that is fragrant with many rare medicinal herbs. The great hornbill calls from the thick forest and the peacock dances with the first rains. Hunting wild animals is prohibited in our forests. Many elephants roam there. One of them has come to talk to you. I am the largest mammal in our country. I travel long distances to find water and food. Nowadays, people have started farming and building houses across my path, and I have lost my habitat. I am also poached for my tusks. Mullai Forest Region. Hi, I'm Nandini and I live in Satyamangalam. We are shepherds and cowherds, and our wealth is our cattle. My father takes the cattle to graze early in the morning and returns at noon. My mother sells curd and buttermilk. The climate is mild and rainy, and there are many rivers and streams in our landscape. There are thick old forest trees here, and also trees and plants that people have planted for their animals. The palmyra, the coconut, the areca and the banana share space with the jackfruit, jamun, mango, neem and tamarind trees. Pearl millet, kambu, finger millet, ragi and sorghum, cholam are also cultivated here. There are many animals and birds like the barbet, jungle fowl, flying squirrel, fox, wolf and wild bees. But with the shrinking forests, most of the deer have gone. The spotted deer has come to talk to you. As my name suggests, I have white spots on a fawn red colored coat. Only the males have antlers. Most of my grazing areas have gone. I have been killed for my antlers and eaten for my meat. Only a few of us survive today at the forest's edge. Marudam, cropland, plains and river basins. My name is Devan. The Marudam landscape gets its name from the flower of the myrtle or Arjuna, Marudam tree. I am from Pattamadai. This is a beautiful place with the river Tamaraparani flowing through our fertile lands and irrigating our fields. Our landscape is flat and rivers flow slowly, depositing rich soil for our farms. A kind of grass called the kore grass grows along the river banks, and when it is dry, people make mats out of it. Most of us are farmers. We have warm seasonal rains that help us to cultivate almost any crop on our fields. Many types of paddy, pulses, oil seeds, millets, cotton and where possible even sugarcane. Do you know people in the Sangam period knew how to extract sugarcane juice? In our landscape, people have found many ways of storing water, and Marudam land is dotted with lakes, yeris, ponds, uranis and tanks. People have used bulls to plow the land and also catch and eat many kinds of fish from the rivers and ponds. Snakes like the cobra are found in this region. They control rats, which are a pest in our fields. Here is one to talk to you. I am always alert in thick jungles and in the farms. I catch rats and save the crops. You rarely see me because I sense the vibrations of your steps through my body. I live in holes and termite mounds. It is in your hands to plant trees and make the croplands more fertile. Your teacher has marked the fertile areas in Tamil Nadu on a map. Neidal, seashore, coastal regions. My name is Anthony. I come from Nagapatnam. Tamil Nadu has a very large coastal area. The people who lived and continue to live here are the fisher folk. This Thinai or landscape gets its name from the water lily that used to grow in the backwaters of rivers as they met the sea. Tharampu and Magirampu were also found in this region. The nets and boats drawn up on the beach and the odor of drying fish attract many seabirds like the gull, tern, and heron. Many different varieties of fish are caught and sold. Sharks, whales, kavalai, and seahorses are some of the fish I know. There were many busy harbors in the ancient days where Indian pepper and cardamom were sent in ships across the sea to be sold in foreign lands. Even today, this area has many important ports. There are many marshes which are wetlands along the coast where the great Indian marsh crocodile used to live. As you know, it is wetlands that provide us with fresh, sweet water by recharging the groundwater. Sea turtles to this day lay their eggs on the beaches along the Tamil Nadu coastline. Here is a turtle that has come to talk to you. I am an olive ridley turtle. I am also called Panguni Amai because I nest along the coast of Tamil Nadu during January, February and March. I am a reptile and I live in the sea. Do keep the beaches safe for me. Marshland. A low-lying wetland with grassy vegetation which is usually a transition zone between land and water. Backwaters are areas of stagnant water formed by backflow from a body of water. Palai, dry lands, wastelands. In Tamil Nadu, there are no deserts, but there are dry lands. Dry land farming has been done in Tamil Nadu for a long time. People have learned to live in hot and dry conditions and save every drop of water. Horses, some cattle, wolves, tigers, and many kinds of lizards are some animals to be found in this landscape. Plants like the cactus, thorny bushes, and palm trees and dry land crops like millets, cholam and kambu, oil seeds like the sunflower, groundnut, sesame, and pulses like green gram and black gram grew here. Fruits like dates, figs, guavas and pomegranates are available here. There are also dry land herbs like aloe vera and hardy trees like drumstick, murungai and the karuvelam which grow well here. Birds of prey like vultures, hawks and kites are the natural birds of this landscape. Palai is a landscape where the wells have gone dry, the groundwater has become salty, The ponds have become dirty and unusable. The soil is unfit for plants, and human beings find it very hard to live. Today, we need to be careful and protect our environment. Let us take care of our soil and water and keep the air clean. Let us not fill our earth with waste. Let us take care of the other creatures that share this beautiful world with us. Let us plant trees and take care of our forests.